up YouTube, Justin Fuller here, and today I'm inside of a 2022 Honda Civic. So there is nothing worse than owning a car for 2 and 3 years and then looking at a video and going, damn, I didn't even know it could do that. So today I'm gonna help you out with that and show you some tips and tricks here on the 2022 Honda Civic. I'm specifically sitting inside of a sport model, so I'm not in that very top end model where you might be able to see features that you don't have. This is actually something that lives right in the middle. So let's hop on in and show you some tips and tricks. Alright guys, so my first tip or trick is related to the key fob, right? So everybody knows that I can grab it, press the unlock button once, press it twice, and then press it a third time and hold, and it'll roll down my windows. Now, this is a fantastic feature if you live out here in Texas in the heat. However, if you're laying on your couch and it's storming outside, and you happen to lay on this, you might roll your windows down in the middle of the storm. Well, what if I told you you can now turn this function off? Let's show you how to do it. Alright guys, so here we are in the car, and let me show you how to turn that function off, right? So what I'm gonna do is flip you around here, and we're gonna be working off of this screen right here, and we're gonna be using the buttons right here, okay? So I press my home button, and then I can scroll down until I get to settings. Now, once I've gotten to settings, I wanna go ahead and select it. Now, I wanna be under vehicle settings, so I'm gonna scroll down. From here, I wanna go to my door setup. So I'm gonna scroll down here to door setup. Now, once I've done this, I can scroll through these options right here. Now, when I get down to the correct one, which would be keyless remote power window controls, select it, I can then turn this feature off. So now, when I press my keys, it will no longer roll those windows down. So something that has never been done, but requested by a lot of people, and I constantly get comments about it. So now, you can absolutely turn that function off. So let's go on to tip number 2. All right guys, so tip number 2 and 3 are kind of connected because they're all gonna be related to the key fob, right? So the key fob is a little bit different this year, so you can see that's rounded. So there's gonna be a little button you can press to actually slide a key out. So if you press that, you're gonna get this key that pops out. Now, the reason I point this out is I want to show you something on the door. So you'll notice that on the door now, you no longer have a way to get in. So you can't use that key to just simply pop it open. Well, that's great and all, except for what happens if the car dies? How do I get inside it? Well, I'm actually gonna show you. That entryway to get to that key is actually right up underneath. So if you could see it right there. So I would need to put this key in there. Once I do, I could pop the door open. So just a quick tip or trick, you can still get into the car if you killed the battery. All right guys, so for tip number 3, we're gonna take this key one step further, and I'm gonna talk to you, how do I get inside of the car, and specifically the trunk if the batteries died? Okay, so when we're looking at the car, we have to remember that the door locks won't work because they're gonna be, dead with the battery, and so is the trunk because they're all connected to the fob. So what I would do is come up here, I would pull this open and stick my key down in there and pop this door open. Now, once I've gotten this door open, I would be able to reach in this door, right? So now I'm reaching back here, and I can pop this door. So now I have popped this door open. Now, I'm gonna come inside the door and point out a panel. So do you see this panel that is right here? That panel, if you're on the outside of the car, lives right there. Now, using this panel, we're gonna pop it open with this key so that we can pop open the trunk. All right, so inside of here, I can take that flat part of the key. What I'm gonna be able to do is stick that down in that hole, and this will allow me to pop this panel open. Now, once I've gotten this panel open, there's gonna be a wire inside. So once I do that, I can grab that wire with my hand, and I don't know if you just heard it pop, but you can look back there and see that my trunk is now popped open. So if I had any belongings that did happen to get locked in the trunk and I killed the battery, I would still be able to get into my trunk. All right, so this next feature on the car is actually a pretty cool one, and it's something new that you won't find. It's called Lockout Prevention. And what's really cool about this is you can turn it on and off. So let's say that I wanted to go float the river, or I wanted to go hang out with my friends at a lake or something of that nature, but I don't want to carry around the entire fob. What if you could lock this with the remainder of your keys in your car and just take that small piece with you? Well, this way, I'll be able to keep the doors locked, because if not, usually when I have this in the car, it won't allow you to lock the front door. So let me show you how to set that up. All right guys, so let's go to Lockout Prevention. So I'm gonna press the home button here, and I'm gonna jump into my settings. Now, once I am under my settings, I'm gonna wanna scroll down here, and I wanna find my door setup. So I'm gonna go into door setup, right? Now, under door setup, I should be able to scroll all the way down to the very bottom and go to Lockout Prevention. Now, if I turn this feature off, what this is gonna allow me to do is now lock my key fob in the car. So I could take that small spare part out if I wanted to, which I was showing you earlier, this piece, and that way I can lock my key fob and the rest of my keys inside of the car, and this way I don't have to worry about it, right? I can leave my belongings in the car, leave them locked, take that with me as I go out to the lake or the river, so that I don't lose all of my belongings. So kind of cool that you could turn the Lockout Prevention off. Now, be aware that if you turn this feature off, you do give yourself the ability to lock yourself out of the car, so I would only use this on special occasions, but know that you can turn it on and off. All right, guys, so as I walk up to the car, I'll remind you that your default settings are with Smart Key Entry. When I put my hand on my door handle, it unlocks just the driver's side door. I wanna show you how to set it up to where when I put my hand on the driver's side door, it unlocks all of the doors. So let's hop on in and show you how that works. All right, guys, you guessed it. We're back here at the same menu again. We're going to settings, right? So I'm gonna jump into the settings. Now, once I'm under settings, I'm gonna want to scroll down to keyless access setup. Now, under keyless access, I can go to door unlock mode. So right now you can see that driver's door is selected only, meaning when I put my hand on the driver's side door, it only unlocks that door. But what if I wanted to set up to unlock all the doors so that my wife, my kids, and everybody else can get in the car? If I select all doors, now every time I touch my hand to the driver's side door handle, it'll unlock every door to the car. All right, guys, so here I am at the back of the vehicle, specifically right by the gas door. Now, if you want to see a moment of panic go through anyone's heart, it's when you press on the gas door back here and it doesn't open. You're like, oh my God, it's stuck and I'm almost out of gas. What on earth am I gonna do? Well, there's a quick fix to this and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk around to the back of the trunk. If you come to the back of the trunk and go ahead and pop your trunk. Now, what I will point out is that pretty much every car has this, you just probably don't know that it exists. Now, up in here, there's a little wire that you can pull right here. If I grab this wire and pull it, what happens? You pop open your gas door. All right, guys, so if you're like me, you do this. You get out of the car, you shut the door, you forget to lock it, you walk all the way into the gas station, the convenience store, the grocery store, and then you go, oh my God, my laptop's in the front seat or my GoPros are in the front seat, and you immediately go into panic mode and you can't handle it. You're not sure if you locked the door. You have to turn around and you have to go back outside and literally lock it until you see the lights flash on it, right? Well, what if I told you could set up the walkaway auto lock? So once this is 10 feet away from the car, it'll automatically lock the doors. Well, let me show you how to do that. All right, guys, so we're gonna come back into settings here. Now, once I'm under settings, I wanna select vehicle settings specifically, and I wanna scroll down. Now, when I scroll down, I wanna go to door setup again, because this is where you're gonna control that. Now, under door setup, if you scroll down, you're gonna see walk away auto lock feature. Now, once I get to that, I can turn this feature on, which I've just done. The default is this is set to be turned off. Now, once I turn this on, once I get 10 feet from the car with my key, it'll automatically lock the door. So if you're like me and you leave stuff in it, you don't have to panic and worry, oh my God, did I lock my doors? All right, guys, so if you're anything like me, chances are when you're driving around, sometimes you're traveling to places you're not familiar with and you don't really know the speed limit. And a lot of times, if the music is going fast, I'm probably driving fast too. Well, while the car will pick up speed signs and tell you what the speed is, you don't always necessarily notice that. How nice would it be to get a small alert on that? Well, I wanna show you how to set that up. So let me spin around here and show you. Okay, so we're gonna jump into settings again. Now, once we're under settings, we're gonna go to vehicle and we wanna go to driver assisted setup. So I'm gonna start scrolling down here and get to driver assisted setup. So I'm gonna select that. Now, once under that, I wanna scroll all the way down. Now, the first one you're gonna see is traffic sign recognition system display. That's not what we want. We wanna go to the very next one, exceeding speed warnings. So from here, I can turn this feature on, and now whenever I exceed the speed limit that it picks up, it's gonna give me an alert to let me know. So for this next one, it's gonna be kind of a twofer. So the first thing I'll point out is that you'll notice that I'm not showing a tachometer right now. You can actually turn that feature on and off. And additionally, you have this light that'll light up green and white back here. And it's a fuel efficiency backlight, letting you know that when it's in the green, you're driving in a way that's gonna affect your fuel efficiency in a positive way, or when it fades out, it'll letting you know that it's affecting it in a negative way. Now, if that's distracting to you, you can turn that off as well. So let me show you how to turn both of these on and off. So when I jump in here, what I'm gonna do is scroll down to my settings again. Now, when I get to settings, I'm gonna scroll down to meter setup. Now, under meter setup, I've got both of these options. So the first thing I want to point out is you can get to your trip A and trip B if you want to reset them. So just if you didn't know how to do that. But fuel efficiency backlight, I can turn that on and off right here. Or if I scroll down a little bit further, I can go down to my tachometer and I can turn that on and off as well. All right, guys, so hopefully all these tips and tricks help you out when you're getting into these new 2022 Honda Civics and you understand some of the differences between this and the 21, right? So a couple favors to ask you before I head on down the road. One, hit the like button. It just makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside to know that somebody out there is watching these and liking them. Two, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Let me tell you about new tips and tricks when vehicles come out, and let me show you what these cars look like. I'll do you full walkthroughs and explain all the features, all the knobs, all the buttons, and how they work and how they compare against other vehicles out there in the market. And then three, I hope you'll share the video, man. If you got some friends that are looking, you're in a forum, maybe you want to share this with some guys and go, hey man, did you know you can do X, Y, and Z? Hey, how helpful it is to be able to watch this video. And let's be honest, there are a lot of other people out there way more boring than I am, and at least I keep things moving along for you, right? Could be the monster, could be other things, I don't know. But either way, I hope you'll like the channel, subscribe, or like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And if I can think of a fourth one, I'll throw it up on the screen. But other than that, later, guys!